Hey, what is up everybody? It is xxDAMRONxx. We are on part 12 of my Far Cry 2 complete collectible and achievement guide. There's a bunch of missable stuff in this game, including the collectibles, so we're making sure we're grabbing everything in one playthrough. So we're on part 12, which is Southwest Bowa Seko. So we just came from the south, so if you followed my guide, you should be coming into the main road on the eastern side of this section of the map. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head south along that main road. You can see I'm kind of on the east side of this section of Bowa Seko, and just off the main road right where I'm at in the map, you can find this building that has some boarded up entrances. One side's going to have a little generator that you can hop on, and then you can break down the boards that are covering the window, and we can grab our next golden AK. Now the golden AKs don't have a specific achievement tied to them, but they're very nice to get because they're very reliable as we're kind of moving around doing all the collectibles. So once we've grabbed that, now we're going to head north all the way to the northeastern side of this section. You can go all the way up in the corner of the rocks here. You should see this smoking campfire. Just to the right of that, you're going to see people who are digging their own grave, which inside houses our next diamond briefcase. From that diamond briefcase, now we're just going to head to our next guard post. As I've mentioned in the previous guide, the guard posts aren't tied to any achievement either, but these are nice points of reference as we're moving around the map, and as you're playing the game, you know what kind of supplies are going to be at each location. So for instance, from that guard post, we're going to head directly south. Okay, so from the guard post, just start heading south like you're going to Taimoko Mine, and we're kind of be going through some, thick brush. So just kind of head in the direction that I was heading, and eventually you're going to start climbing up a hill. And when you get to the top of that hill, it's going to open up a little bit. You're going to see some grass that's kind of, or some straw or whatever that's just in the middle of the pathway. Throw a grenade on that and blow it up, and once you do, now you'll be able to drop in there and grab our next diamond briefcase. From that diamond briefcase, now we're just going to head west. Okay, so again, we're north of Taimoko Mine here. You can see I'm just at the cliff edge over here, and if you're looking in the direction that I'm looking, as you're where I am on the map, you see this small hole that's leading into the rock face. Now you can go in there, but you wouldn't be able to get to the diamond briefcase, and for that we need to actually head to the left and go around this rock formation and up the hill, and eventually you're going to be able to go around, and there'll be a small entrance that leads into the backside of these rocks. And if you follow the path that I'm taking, what that's going to allow us to do is drop down onto this little ledge here that houses our next diamond briefcase. Now if you just went through that hole, you wouldn't be able to jump up here. So once you do it that way, you can grab that, and now you can actually exit this area through that hole. Now that we've grabbed that diamond briefcase, we're going to head into Taimoko Mine itself. You can see I'm literally right in the middle of this area. Now there will be a bunch of enemies that you're going to have to take care of before you can grab this diamond, but once you've kind of cleared it out, right in the middle will be a rock that has a diamond briefcase on it. You'll see this kind of rock chute that's leading up to it, so just go to the bottom of that, and now you can take that and run and jump onto, I don't even think you have to run and jump, but just take this chute up and you'll be able to hop onto that rock where you can get the next diamond briefcase. Alright, so after we've grabbed that diamond briefcase, we're going to continue south out of Taimoko Mine. We're going to come to our next guard post. So you can see I'm just at the main road where it intersects kind of east of that bridge. So go ahead and scout that out. And once you've done that, we're going to get moving on to our next diamond briefcase, which is going to be south of that. So if you head just south of the guard post, okay, just literally walk straight south to this open area, you're looking for that very recognizable tree that has a hang glider stuck in the top of it. So that's what you're looking for. There's no tree in this area that looks like that, and at the foot of that tree, you're going to find your next diamond briefcase. Moving on from that diamond briefcase, we're going to continue east from that, just straight east to our next safe house. As I've mentioned in the previous parts of this guide, anytime we come to a safe house, I highly recommend, this kind of the rule of thumb is to go ahead and drop a save, because if you die after you get collectibles, you'll have to revert to your last save and potentially recollect some of the things you already got. So I kind of just always save it when I get there. So from that safe house, we're going to continue south to our next diamond briefcase. You can see that we're east of the bus stop, all the way at the edge of the map. map here. So I've gone all the way east from the bus stop all the way to the rock edge, and what you're looking for is that small little wooden shack. Right beside that wooden shack is a cooking pit with a dead body, a bunch of dead animal bones, and our next diamond briefcase. From that diamond briefcase, now we're gonna go west. We're gonna go back to the main road that is leading west from the bus stop. So you can see I'm all the way in the southern portion of this map, and we're kind of in the middle of that road where it's heading west. And right off the main road, you're gonna see this broken down bus, a bunch of bodies and a bunch of cars. You really can't miss this. It's right off the main road. And inside of that bus is our next Jackal Tape. Now keep in mind, in the southern region of Far Cry 2, it is glitched out. If you look in your menu, you might get confused because at this point we've gotten 11, but it'll say you have 10. Don't worry about it. It'll work out in the end. So after you've collected that, we're going to get our next diamond briefcase, continue along the main road, and you can see right where it turns to the north, what you're looking for is this billboard sign that's off the road. Okay, so that's kind of the point of reference there. When you see that billboard, you can see all of these rocks that are kind of beside it. If you go behind those rocks, you'll see a small pool of water, again with a dead body and our next diamond briefcase. Continuing north from that diamond briefcase, we're going to get our next safe house. So go ahead and clear that out. Obviously take out any enemies that are around this area, unlock it, drop a save, and let's get moving on. So after we've unlocked that safe house, now we're going to progress into Wheelagal Village. There's a couple diamond briefcases that we're going to get. So I've already kind of cleared out this area. There are a bunch of enemies. So you can see I'm kind of at the entrance of Wheelagal Village itself. So right as you're going in, the very first building that's kind of up on the platform with the UFLL posters on it, go inside that and you can find our next diamond briefcase sitting on a wooden dresser. Still in Wheelagal Village, we're actually kind of like on the eastern side of it, and I'm actually on some elevated terrain that's to the east of the buildings, okay? And the way that you get over here is, you know, if that's all Wheelagal Village, you actually need to head south into the village itself, and once you kind of get to the backside, you'll be able to make your way around and up this hill to where I am now, where you're going to find this small wooden shack and our next diamond briefcase. Now our next diamond briefcase is a little bit challenging to get. You know, if you want to drop a save before trying this, you can do that at the safe house that we were just at, but we're actually out of Wheelagal Village, okay? And there's a small guard post over here. That's where the diamond briefcase is, but you actually can't get up there from over there. We're gonna have to get a hang glider and then kind of take the hang glider around the rock formation to get there. And where that, you know, hang glider is in Wheelagal Village. So you can see that's the village down there, and now you're gonna have to take this path around the back and up to this hang glider. Okay, so one thing that you definitely want to make sure you do is make sure you've cleared out all the enemies in Wheelagal Village, because if there's anybody left, all it takes is one bullet to shoot the hang glider, and that will actually make you spiral and crash. Okay, so be sure you do that. But once you've kind of cleared that out and we've gotten into the hang glider, now we can just kind of go straight, and then we're going to curve left around this rock face. One of the things also you want to keep in mind is don't stay too close to the rock face, because the wingspan of the hang glider is pretty wide, and even though you might feel like you're further away, if you get too close and the edge of your wing clips the rock, it will also make you crash. So stay your distance, and then when you see this kind of guard post, now you can kind of just fly into that area, you'll crash, and now you have landed up where this small guard post is. And what you're going to have to do is now go into that guard post and get our next diamond briefcase. All right, so after we've collected that, now we can kind of head north again. So we're north of that last safe house. You can see we're all the way on the west side of the map, on the western side of this large rock, okay? So you see where I'm on the map, just go here. And again, we're on the west side of this large rock. When you get here, you're gonna see a dead body. You're also gonna see the diamond briefcase underneath a Jeep. So hop in the Jeep, just move forward a little bit, and then hop out, and let's grab that diamond briefcase. So moving on, now that we've got that, we're going to go back south and then east. So we're actually south of the guard post that's kind of in the middle of the map, and we're kind of just in this open area. So again, just kind of go exactly where I am, just south of that guard post. Okay, and what you're looking for in this open grassy area is this tree that has a rusted and crashed car right beside it with a dead body, like sort of in the trunk, kind of hanging out. I don't know. But on the driver's side door, you're going to find your next diamond briefcase. Now, I did have to crouch in order for the game to let me open it, so you may have to do the same there. Just crouch and open that. Once you've collected that diamond briefcase, now we're going to head east a little bit to our next safe house. This safe house is essentially right in the middle of the map. Again, you don't have to find these. They're going to be on your map, but I'm just showing you kind of the route that we're taking to make sure we unlock everything. And then from that safe house, now we're going to go back west and then north, okay, back to the main road where our next guard post is. Again, this is just north of the diamond briefcase that we had just collected. And then from that guard post, if we're going to head northeast into this kind of grassy area that's kind of off the main road, again, this is northeast of the health supply guard post. Okay, what you're looking for is this rock that kind of looks like a face, and right beside it is a car that is rusted out. Of course, beside that is our next diamond briefcase. Moving on from that diamond briefcase, we're going to continue north, slightly west a little bit. You're going to see this safe house is kind of tucked behind a rock. So go ahead and unlock that, kill any enemies, drop a save, and then also from this safe house is our next diamond briefcase. So if you're looking at the entrance of the safe house, just look to the left, and there's this small path that kind of leads into the rock face. It looks like a cave entrance. Kind of opens up once you get in, but go ahead and go through that pathway. And once you pass a body on the ground with some animal bones, kind of keep an eye on the right hand side, because you're looking for a small path that leads up into the rock face. You're going to have to walk through some bushes, so you can see that right here. So walk up into this path, and once you get up here, you're going to see another body with a diamond briefcase beside it. Moving on from that diamond briefcase, we're going to go west all the way back to the main road to our next guard post. This is an explosive guard post right off the main road, so just head west from the safe house, and then after you have collected that, just kind of start heading north a little bit east from the guard post itself. Okay, we're all the way at the edge of the map. All right, and what you're going to find up here is like these 3 burning piles of trash with a bunch of passports scattered around, and in that kind of mess, you're going to find your next diamond briefcase. So that's actually going to wrap it up for Southwest Bowa Seko. We've gotten everything in this region, so just continue on that road that's leading north from the guard post, and we're going to be in West Bowa Seko for part 13. So I hope you guys are finding this helpful, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.